My name's Trevor Watkin. I've been dialysing for some time at home, but my fistula failed, so I've got a new fistula and I've been learning how to needle that one because they're all different. In total about 5 years, but I've spent the last 3.5 years dialysing at home. The primary benefit is the quality of dialysis is much better. I've spoken to a number of the consultants and they all say the same thing. It's roughly equivalent to having a transplanted kidney. So it's very good quality, or as good as we can get. The second thing is it does give us more freedom. I have to dialyse 6 days a week, but I can choose when in those days I dialyse, and I can choose to move the day off around if that suits me. My wife was terrified of blood when we started doing this. So when things went wrong and I started bleeding, this was in the unit when I was learning, she'd disappear off to the toilets. But she's got a lot better now, but she still doesn't like the blood, so I do the needling. My first fistula was a bulge in my arm, so it was nice and easy to see and it was nice and easy to needle. But this one is a vein, it's a little bit underneath the skin and it's given me some trouble getting used to it. But I'm now getting to the point where I can needle it regularly without any problem, and I'm hoping that after a few days next week I'll be able to go home and start dialysing at home. They're available 6 days a week, and there is an emergency number for Sundays, but we take Sundays off, so we reduce the risk of having to talk to them then. 99% of the time there's no problems, or if there is a problem, I can sort it out with the machine or whatever needs to be done. There is also an emotional support. There's counsellors that we can talk to. And a couple of years ago, Bev and I spent about 3 months having sessions and talking through dialysis and how we felt about it, what our aspirations were, because we realised that we stopped having aspirations. We were just living on a day-to-day basis. So yes, there is support, and certainly a lot better support here than there was 30 years ago when I first started having problems. Well, I'm still on the transplant list. I've had 2 transplants. One lasted a week, but the other one lasted 24 years. So really good. All of my working life, really. But I'm still hoping to get another transplant because we'd still like to be able to go away to other countries on holiday and have that freedom. I was born with a kidney problem. The tubes from the kidney down to the bladder were much larger, so I suffered from reflux. So I was quite ill as a child when I was born. I was in Great Ormond Street. I was monitored there until I was 16. And then at 16, I wasn't interested in kidney failure, so I stopped going to the 6 monthly checkups. I got married in '86. And became ill in '87, was referred by my GP to a renal consultant and told that my kidneys had failed. So I went into hospital, I started on CAPD, started doing CAPD at home, and then I had a machine, a PAC-X machine, which I used overnight for dialysis, so I was able to continue working full time. And did that for about 5 years with a short break while the first kidney was in, and then a much bigger break when the second one was in. It was about 2 years for the first one and another year for the second one. And the recovery period is quite short. I was only in for about a week after the transplant each time. Obviously a lot of follow-ups. Initially the follow-ups are daily. You have to go into hospital and have blood tests on a daily basis, which can be a bit of a drag. But that tails off over time, and it gradually gets to the point where you're going in maybe every 3 months just for a checkup. Oh, if you've got the facilities at home, we were lucky. We moved into this area just before my kidneys gave up. My transplant gave up, and so we planned for having a room that would be used for dialysis. So we were lucky in that sense. But if you've got the facilities at home and you've got a partner of some form who can help you with the dialysis, go for it. You're getting much better quality of dialysis and it gives you a lot more freedom.